The arrest of a former Iskcon priest in Bangladesh has drawn worldwide condemnation. At the same time, it's put a spotlight on the Hare Krishna movement. Jayan Das delves into the history of this Hindu sect and what lies behind its global appeal.
Ask any foreigner and there's hardly anyone who isn't familiar with or has heard of the Hindu god Krishna. But how did a Hindu god come to be acknowledged and prayed to by countless people around the world? It is thanks partly to the Hare Krishna movement. Founded by Swami Prabhupada in 1966 at New York City in the US, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, or Iskcon, as it is popularly known as, is a Hindu religious organization working to spread the holy name of Lord Krishna and teaching the lesson of self-realization through the Bhagavad Gita. Starting out as a lecture or a chanting, the movement soon took the world by storm, with many Iskcon temples being built in all corners of the globe. Today, Iskcon has become the moniker for the Hare Krishna movement. The Hare Krishna movement has been picked up by many popular and inspiring personalities. George Harrison, from the famous English rock band The Beatles, embraced the movement in 1969. Many of his songs are a straight inspiration from the teachings of the movement. Steve Jobs also shared his connection with the movement when he mentioned that as a student he used to go to the Hare Krishna temple in the US city of Portland to eat his meals. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi contributed to promoting the legacy of Iskcon when he unveiled the world's largest Bhagavad Gita, a Hindu scripture, at Iskcon, New Delhi in 2019. Today, Iskcon has been dragged into a controversy in Bangladesh. Following the anti-government protests, the South Asian nation is in the headlines again, this time for persecution of Hindus. Bangladesh is reeling from the protests after Chinmoy Krishna, a Hindu and a former Iskcon priest, was arrested by the Dhaka Metropolitan Police on 25th November on charges of sedition. A sedition case had been filed against him and 18 others. Das is accused of hoisting a saffron flag above the Bangladesh national flag during a rally in October. A court in Chittagong has since denied him bail. Following his arrest, protests erupted across Bangladesh demanding for his immediate release. Chinmoy Krishna, also known as Chandan Kumar Dhar, is a Bangladeshi national. He is a Hindu monk associated with the Pundarik Dham in Chittagong, a key center for Vaishnavites in Bangladesh. He is also the spokesperson for the Bangladesh Sanmilita Sanatani Jagran Jyote, a Hindu organization working for the rights of the Hindu minority in Bangladesh. He was a member of Iskcon till recently when he was expelled. Chinmoy Krishna has been a vocal advocate of the rights and welfare of the Hindu minority in Bangladesh. He gained widespread attention for his protests and rallies throughout Bangladesh. In another development, a petition was filed in the Bangladesh High Court calling for a ban on Iskcon in the country. The legal notice termed the organization a radical organization, involved in activities that threaten national security and stir up communal unrest. The petition holds the protests related to Das's arrest as being responsible for the alleged murder of an advocate, Saiful Islam Alif. But the High Court has refused to ban Iskcon's activities in Bangladesh after reviewing government response on the issue. India has been closely following the developments in the issue, with India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar having a meeting with India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday. In his briefing at the parliament, Jaishankar assured that Indian government has shared concerns regarding the incident with Bangladesh. He also called on Bangladesh's Muhammad Yunus-led interim government to ensure the safety of Hindus. India's Ministry of External Affairs expressed deep concern over the safety of the Hindu community in Bangladesh. It urged the Bangladeshi authorities to ensure the safety and security of Hindus and all other minorities, including their right of freedom of peaceful assembly and expression.
India has consistently and strongly raised with the Bangladesh government the threats and targeted attacks on Hindus and other minorities. Our position on the matter is very clear. The interim government must live up to its responsibility of protecting all minorities.
A group of 68 retired Indian judges and bureaucrats have written a letter to Prime Minister Narendra Modi urging him to intervene in the matter of the arrest of Chinmoy Krishna Das. Many people, including the ousted Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, have backed Chinmoy Krishna Das. She has called for Das's immediate release and called on the Bangladesh government to protect religious and ethnic minorities in Bangladesh. A British lawmaker, Bob Blackman, condemned the attacks on Hindus in Bangladesh and the imprisonment of Chinmoy Krishna Das. He posted a message on X about how concerned he was by the attempt to rule that Iskcon should be banned in Bangladesh. He said that freedom of religion must be preserved globally. A US singer, Marie Milbin, said that the imprisonment of Chinmoy Krishna Das and the continued attacks against Hindus and other minorities by extremists in Bangladesh must be addressed by world leaders. She said that we must preserve religious freedom and the safety of all people of faith globally. Hindus account for 8% of the 170 million population of Bangladesh. They have faced more than 200 attacks in the 50-odd districts of the country since the fall of Sheikh Hasina's government on 5th August. The arrest of Chinmoy Krishna Das has once again focused the world's attention on the safety of Hindus in Bangladesh. With inputs from Jayant Das, DD India.